Hey, it's Kyle MacAlmon with eXp Realty, and it's time for the monthly market update. It's where we'll take a look, kind of a year-over-year comparison, and see how March did 2021 compared to March of 2020. We'll take a look at a couple different markets here live in the video, and then for Windsor and Loveland, feel free to check out the description below to see those numbers. Let's start with Fort Collins. This year we had 244 new listings in March compared to 321 last year, which is about 24% less. In pending sales, we were at 268 for the month of March compared to 230 last year, an increase of over 16%. Sold listings, we were at 236, just 2 over what we were at last year. And remember, March of last year is kind of when the whole shutdown began to happen. The median sales price, you take a look at all the homes that sold and find the exact middle of that range, and last year it was at $425,000, and this year it jumped to $494,500, over $69,000 increase, and that's about over 16%, which is really incredible when you look at it. And again, months of supply of inventory, a key stat when we kind of look at whether it's a buyer's or seller market. Typically, you want to be at about a 6-month range to have a balanced amount of homes on the market. Last year in March, we were at 1.8 months of supply. This year, down to just half a month of supply. And there's just barely any homes on the market. Now, days on market, the average time that a house is on the market until it goes to closing, last year was 93 days. This year, down to 72 days. So homes are getting sold very quickly still, oftentimes multiple offer situation, and just in a day or two after listing a home, a lot of times you're going under contract. So a very competitive seller's market. Now let's take a look at Greeley. All right, in Greeley, similar to Fort Collins, we had less new listings hitting the market. Last month in March, there were just 112 homes in Greeley that hit the market compared to 150 last year, over a 25% decrease in supply. For pending homes, there were 154 homes that were pending last month, up from 133 last year. All right, the sold listings actually decreased from last year, down to 93 sold listings from 122 last year, about a 23% decrease. The median sales price last year was $331,000, and this year in March it went up to $362,000, over a 9% increase. The months of supply of inventory, last year we were at 1.2 months, still a very slim supply there. This year it's gone down to just 0.6 months of inventory. Average days on market this March was 50 days compared to last year, which was 62 days on market. So again, homes are hitting the market and getting under contract and closing very quickly. So what does this all mean? Well, we're still in a pretty heavy seller's market. There's just no inventory, so sellers are able to get what they want most of the times on these asking prices. Interest rates are still hovering pretty low. Yes, they have gone up a little bit, but at the time of this video, they're around a 3.22, 3.25 range. But if you look at the data of interest rates over time, you can see we're still at historic lows. So if you are in the market to buy, you don't want to wait too long. Many experts are predicting that that rate will continue to creep up. Nothing outrageous, but they do see it rising steadily. So some of those rates we saw a couple months back, more than likely they're not going to be around. So if you have been in the market looking to buy and kind of on the fence, I encourage you to sit down and really run your numbers, make sure that it's a good time for you, because most likely those interest rates are going to continue to rise over time, and it could be the perfect time to lock it in for a 30-year, 15-year, whatever that looks like for you at this point. So anyways, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to call. My number is 970-227-2552, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have that's related to real estate. Thank you. Have a great day.